Hello, and welcome back to you. Federal investigators have reportedly recovered Hillary Clinton's deleted emails from her personal server while she was Secretary of State. The former secretary has said the messages she deleted were unrelated to work, pertaining to her daughter's wedding and yoga routines. Might anything else be lurking beneath the server's surface? Well, let's ask Fox News digital politics editor. It's Chris Stirewalt, one of my favorites, back in the house, back in action. Chris, please break this all down for me. What, in fact, does this mean for Mrs. Clinton, and will we soon someday see some yoga routines? Will they become the domain of the public?
It may become a huge success. She may have a yoga routine that will change the way people look at Bikram altogether. That is possible.
Yeah.
But if we think back, here's what happened. March, Hillary Clinton says, I have turned in my emails to the government. It was, I wanted to do it. I want them to release it. It was only turned in as a part of a very normal collection of records. No big deal. By the way, there were 30,000, 31,000 emails that were personal for me. They have nothing to do with government business. Those I have destroyed, and no one may see the server. And everybody said, wait, what? So over time, that story has come quite unraveled. And you get to the point where you go forward, and today, the reality is, it is reported that Hillary Clinton was found out to have been using this server, and then it was that discovery that prompted her to turn the stuff over. That undercuts her previous argument. But more importantly, this report from Bloomberg, and then corroborated by the New York Times, that Hillary Clinton, that the emails, maybe not all, we don't know how many, but that some of these personal emails could be recovered. That could be consequential both for the case against her, or the case that may be being built against her for mishandling secret information, but also for the not criminal but public opinion charges that are leveled on Paola, that she did favors for people. If there's anything on one of those two counts in those emails, it's curtains.
Yeah, there are a number of things that could hang her here, and it looks like very little that could exonerate her. But, you know, we haven't seen the evidence, and I'm sure her campaign is still holding out hope and certainly rationalizing a situation that is going from dire to horrific by the day. And is it possible that she could have violated the Espionage Act?
I do not claim to be an expert on Wilsonian era laws of that sort. I will say this: it would be surprising if she did. More likely, this is related to more standard laws relating to the way we handle sensitive information.
Yeah, including destruction of government property. I mean, there are a number of things on there. You know, you have the political side where she could have been making side deals with all sorts of countries trying to curry favor for her inevitable presidency. But you also have possibly the destruction of classified information that she claimed never even went over the server. That's what she said first. And then, of course, she had to modify her explanation saying, well, it wasn't marked classified at the time. But as Secretary of State, certainly she would have known that the classification could have changed from one agency to the next and one day to the next. So
and that she herself can generate classified information because she was the Secretary of State. She can make it.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, she should know that the sensitive nature of a lot of what she is disseminating to friends like Sidney Blumenthal and colleagues at various agencies certainly could be top secret, if not then soon. So where do we go from here? I know the FBI has been thwarting attempts by a judge to get them to open up and start smooching with the State Department. But now we have this information. What's the next step?
Well, so the next step is this. There's the criminal side of things that has to work its way through. We don't know how long that's going to take. And this goes parallel to the release of documents at the State Department, yada, 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 yada. But at some point when the criminal side of this is completed, if there is the revelation, if there is the confirmation that the evidence that Hillary Clinton says would exonerate her exists, even if a criminal case is not made, once it is said aloud by the Justice Department, yep, this was here and we checked it, even if they said it's clean, it's all yoga, that opens the door for the Benghazi Committee to say, and now give it to us, please. And once they give it to the Benghazi Committee, the anything goes phase begins, because anything, regardless of whether it's a criminal act or not, could become the purview of that committee.
Criminal or yoga, anything goes. One of my favorite musicals.
Party.
Chris Stirewalt, one of my favorite humans. Thank you for being here always.
You bet.
You know it. All right, coming up, Dr. Ben Carson's donations are shooting up after he said he would not support a Muslim for president. We'll find out why that is from the Party Panel. That's coming up in just a little bit.